going on, everybody? Welcome back to our channel. It's your girl Bex.
And I'm Carly.
And we're here to deliver content to unlock your mindset and actions to be limitless. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And like we always say, ring the bell notification so you can be notified when we're dropping videos just like this.
Boom. Okay. So this week we thought we would close out October in celebration of Black History Month, which of course, as we know, was over the month of October. I'm going to be touching on a few Black-owned startups that you need to keep on your radar. And Bex is going to be covering someone we've previously spoken about, but has recently learned about her Black history, which is incredible. So we'll get to hear about that as well today.
So as we know, Black History Month is a chance for Black people to celebrate their heritage, history, culture. And I think it's also a key opportunity or key moment where we can highlight people that are paving the way and successful in their own right as well. So not just from years back where we see inventors and, people like Harriet Tubman who have paved the way, they've stand up for the rights of Black people. You've got Malcolm X, all these type of different type of people, but actually people that are successful today as well. So I think that's a key part as well for us, which I think we're gonna do. So yeah. So one of the first places that I've started to learn more about like the Black history is a trivia card game from Noir Historia. And I think you're about to bring up somebody who's also got a similar product, right?
Yeah, so Little Omar. So it's a designer called Desiree, I'm going to say this slowly, Osomoyide. She has come up with an educational brand representing children of color through products. So she saw that there was a gap in the educational flashcards for children. So the name comes from her heritage, and Omo, it means child in Yoruba. So yeah, so she's got 3 types of cards. She's got the alphabet, numbers, and parts of the body as well. And she said she's had loads of people reach out to her from mixed heritage, different Black, Asian, all of them wow, this is definitely there was a gap and they're all interested in it.
That's really, really good. That's a great product, and I really like this one as well because this one just talks about not just key figures from way back when all the way up until 2021 as well. So it's pretty cool.
So is it businesses or inventors?
Everything to do with Black history, and it's put into a card game, like a trivia basically. And it's from different things like who was the famous conductor of the Underground Railroad, or who was the first Black woman to win an Olympic gold medal. Do you get what I'm saying? It's just lots of different facts and stats about Black history, basically. It's sick.
Wow.
It's sick.
Yeah,
I actually met the owner at the gym. That's why I bought the product.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. We'll have to put the link in the description.
Yeah, man, definitely. I think I highlighted him before, but yeah, definitely. So I just really wanted to touch quickly on Alex Scott. She did a family history thing on BBC One. It was on yesterday, called Who Do You Think You Are? And it basically goes back to your history, your lineage and stuff. So her history and her story is very intriguing. She has a lot, especially from her white side. So there's Russian, Lithuanian, her great grandfather or there or thereabouts faced anti-Semitism. So it was just crazy. And then on her Black side, so she went to Jamaica. It was interesting because she saw that one of her, I think it was a great grandfather or great grandfather or something along the lines, and he was a servant to somebody quite wealthy, and not in the sense of working in the field and things like that, but a proper servant to that specific family. And 1 minute he would be saying he was a sailor, then he would say servant, then he was saying he's an engineer, different times and different periods of his life. And she just basically said she felt the power in that because she said that herself, she's a footballer, she's a personality, TV personality, she's a presenter and all these type of things. And actually sometimes you do wear many different caps. Like, do you get what I'm saying? And that's just part of your journey, and you shouldn't be defined like by that either. But one of them, I think the most interesting part, and one that really hit home for her, is that in her history, and I can't remember whether it's like her 2 times great grandfather or something like way back when, he was actually a slave owner.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I think he owned like 26 people, and she was like really taken aback by that. And it was, but like there was a lot of proximity to white. So whenever it seemed like you were, or that family was closer to the white people, or they had some, maybe had a kid with somebody who's white, or whatever it may be, they got treated very, very different. It was crazy. It's interesting. You should go and watch it. But
definitely
that part there was a bit of a shocker, and she was just like, what the heck?
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow, that's amazing. How far back did they go, do you know?
Into the 1800s.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy, man.
That is a cool program, though. They've done I've never sat down and watched one end to end, but I've seen like clips on like social media or on YouTube or stuff like that, just like quick ones, and you're like, oh wow. But it is really cool to kind of learn. I'd love to do that. Yeah, same.
It's a mad one, but yeah, it's definitely interesting. Like when you go back to your proper roots and you're thinking, raw, like, so not only were like, and this is the thing, people think that Black people back in the day weren't wealthy. Like, I'm not sure if did you watch Bridgerton?
No.
Oh, nah, you need to watch
Honestly, that. You know, the only reason I won't watch it is because the name. I think the name's awful.
Oh, nah, you need to watch it.
Bridgerton. I'm like, what's that about?
Nah, it's really, really good, man. I was feeling a bit dubious about it as well, but nah, it's really good. And people just genuinely think that like Black people weren't wealthy back in the day either, but they actually were, you know. So the final thing that I want to talk about is the UK Black Business Week. So there's a Black Business show going on this week. I think like Monday to Friday, they're doing like specific events in the evening, like talks on Black tech experience, Black business women and men giving their experience and talking about their businesses and stuff. And I think it's a great opportunity. And my goal, or our goal for Be Limitless, is I want to be there exhibiting next year, hopefully, fingers crossed. Put it out there to God. I'm going to the event on Saturday. So I'm super looking forward to that, and I look forward to reporting back on what I learned and the gems that we can take forward for our own business and Be Limitless.
Amazing. Well, that is a perfect segue into the next 4 other people I was going to mention. So Bex is talking about Business Week, and these are UK Black-owned startups. So this I was reading on Business Live, and they were just sharing like the top 10 people and businesses to look out for. But I've just picked 5 of them. I've already mentioned one of them. So the other 4, starting with the Black Wall Street London. This was founded by Natasha Vigil in 2020, and it enables Black-owned startups and existing businesses to exhibit and sell products and brands in the BWSL Camden store. So they currently support over 100 active Black-owned businesses through exhibition events, virtual markets, and online live events. And they really want to create like affordable and accessible workspaces and business trading space to Black-owned businesses. So that's Natasha Vigil from Black Wall Street London.
You know, just on that one, I feel like for us as Be Limitless, like I really think 2022 we should be looking at what events we can go to just showcase and highlight what we're doing as well. Like, I think that's true. Really good.
Very true. The second one, I'm not sure how to pronounce this, but I think it's Fanoti. Fanoti, but it's F-A-N and capital letters O-T-Y in lowercase. And this is a former Liverpool barman called Dion Moore, or Dijon, I think it's Dion Moore. He set this up during the pandemic, and his business partner is actually Gary Lineker. Incredible. Really? Yeah. So it's basically an app. What he's done is he's combined fantasy football with news updates, quizzes, and loads of other interactive activity. He's currently in talks with Premier League and Championship outfits, and what he wants to do is get front and back sponsorship on shirts from one of the top clubs. And he set that up during the pandemic, and how quickly, incredible.
That's really, really
You love football, so you should check it out.
Yeah, what's it called?
Fanoti, I don't know. So F-A-N in capitals and then O-T-Y lowercase. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but yeah.
Oh yeah. Let me install that right
now.
Yeah.
Take a look at that.
Sick.
The next one, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but I'll try. I think it's Kamezi or Kamezi. So this was started in 2021 by Claire and Christine Kamezi. And this was after they struggled to find glasses that fit them. Now, this is something I actually went, oh my God, you're absolutely right. Most brands are designed for Caucasian features. And they actually found that when they started talking to different designers and stuff, they said, yeah, we know that, Black features are different. But they were like, but we're not focusing on it. Yeah. So they were like, what? So they are the world's first brand who are designed for people for Black features. And they're handmade in Italy. So they're quite pricey, but they start £185, between 185 and 285. But considering they're handmade in Italy, and I think they've got really top quality products, and looking at the pictures, which we'll share, they're nice. They're really nice. So imagine that you are actually the world leader. And I just thought, you're so right, because your bridges are different. UK owned business, yeah.
That's so good, because like even my partner, and it makes sense, because like when we go looking for sunglasses and all the rest of it, there's always an issue with them. Yeah. There's always an issue as to they don't fit, or they just don't fit the face shape.
Right, exactly. Like your high cheek. Like I've got really high cheekbones from my mum. People who've got maybe broader noses. Like how that's going to sit on your face, it is completely different. And to think, what a massive gap. And they're like, oh, well, we're going to... And that's how businesses start. Literally, you're solving a problem. Literally. It's amazing. Honestly, it blew me. I was just like, no brainer. Absolute no brainer. And the last one is Aaron Wallace. So he actually started this with a lady called Linda Gaddy. They started it in 2017, but it was released to the public in 2019. And they sell hair and beard care products from natural ingredients. So they're currently stocked in ASOS, Liberty London, Saks, Fifth Avenue, and Zalando. And they're in 190 Sainsbury's stores in the UK. And his goal, or their goal, is to have 2 more major retailers in the next 12 months stocking their brand. Another one, just something simple, and it was because he was a barber. You could see the challenges of his clients, struggling with their skin or the care of their beards and stuff. So again, solving a problem. But what I really liked about them, I only picked 5 out of the 10, but what I loved about them is 3 of which were in 2020 and 1 in 2021. And you can arguably say 2021 is still a bit of a lockdown. It's in the pandemic, especially 2020, when people had time on their hands. Let's be honest, you're at home, you had time on your hands, and they've gone, right, I'm going to use this opportunity. And one of the other ones was a financial company, started because he got made redundant. All these little things, when there's a problem, you've got extra time, this is the time to do it. If you've got an idea, run with it. So I thought they were incredible.
Absolutely, that's sick, and there were so many businesses born out of the pandemic, and I love that, because it gave, like you said, it gave people the time that they may not have necessarily had, and then with that time their confidence can build up as well. Do you get what I'm saying? There was it was a Instagram page, Black Owned Biz UK. And this is actually it was a good page to see all different types of businesses. One thing I will say that I found, and this is why I really just make hope and pray that we'll continue to be consistent, is that a lot of these pages or a lot of these businesses, they're consistent, and then it just stops. It's like the last post was in January, and I'm looking through like this stuff is super interesting. Like, I wonder what made you stop posting, or I wonder did you start another page, or what it is. Like, I just think that, yeah, man, it's hard to find, but I think when you have a look, like, you can find it. We said it before, but yeah, man, it's incredible, and there's some great businesses as well. So we'll drop everything down below. We are not sponsored by anything or anybody, by the way. So yeah,
not yet. One day.
Not yet. Cool. So that was this episode. Pretty short, pretty sweet. It's a change from us. We love to chat, but no, short and sweet. Thank you so much for tuning in. I've been your girl Bex,
and I've been Carly. Thank you so much for watching this week's episode, and we will see you next week listening to Bex's experience at the event. So looking forward to it. See you next week.
Peace.